ShredMentor Challenge of the Day number 200. Here's how it goes. Okay, so this is really just a lot of kind of the same couple of sweeping motions over and over again, really. There's two different types of sweep arpeggio patterns that I'm using here. One that I think of as like the standard 7-note sweep, as well as the kind of small sweep, which is only like 4 notes on 3 strings, okay? And I'm really actually just using pretty much the same picking pattern as I go through it too. All right, so it's we're all pretty much in E minor, except for a couple of things where we're kind of getting a little bit of an outside sound using those diminished sevenths at the end. But let's just go ahead and break it down. We're starting with B, but it's really just part of an E minor second inversion. All right, this is one of your standard 7-note sweeps, so we're going from the 5th and hammering on. So when I say standard 7-note sweep, there's basically 5 strings involved, and you're going to have 2 notes on the outermost strings and 1 note on each string in between. So it's going to be from B to E in this case. This is your 5th, this is your root. You're going to pick and hammer on with 1 downstroke and kind of slow down the downstroke motion because you're going to be doing 1 downstroke across all of these strings. So down, you could also just lean into your next string with that. So just either way you do it though. Pick, hammer on, down, 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 down. Now we're going to come back for a small sweep. Up, pull off, up, go around, and you want to take advantage of this spot for the 3 down strokes. We're going to hammer on, pull off, tap 24, pull off, hammer on again, pull off. Okay, that there is basically another 6-note phrase. I'm basically constructing a bunch of 6-note phrases as we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach up 1 extra fret with the pinky, and we're going to start a diminished 7th standard sweep across 5 strings. So 20, pull off, up, 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 up. This is where we're going to turn around, and we have that hammer on, down, 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 down. Tricky part is we're going to do the same shape, but we're going to put the pinky at the exact same place that we just played, so we're going to have 1 repeat note. Now we're going to go back to that E minor that we were playing, but we're just going to pick it up from that small sweep. Same thing as before, hammer on, pull off, tap 24, pull off, hammer on again, pull off. Now we're going to go back to 20, but we're going to do a bunch of small sweep diminished sevenths, which use all 4 fingers. So it's going to be basically, I'm just going to go by what the high note is in this case. So it's a C diminished 7th, repeat note, A diminished 7th. All right, I'm going to go up to a B flat. Now we're going outside the key for just a moment. Repeat note with G. I'm going to reach up to A and go back into the key of E minor. F sharp, now I'm actually going to do a major. It's a B major in this case. And then finish on E. Okay, so a little note about that part where I kind of went out of the key for a little bit. I purposely chose notes that would have made E minor into an E diminished, or an E diminished 7th. Okay, so at that point, when I came from the diminished 7th that already occurs in E harmonic minor, I could have just kept doing this every 3 frets, and it was tempting at first, but I wanted to tap into this other kind of outside sound and get a little bit chromatic sounding, although I purposely chose the other diminished 7th. The B flat, being outside of the key, isn't such a big deal because of the fact that E and G were part of my minor key. So it's as if I took my E minor and flattened its 5, and maybe double flatted its 7, which is more just, the 7 is not as important in this case. It's not playing a major role because of the fact that it's kind of tucked down into the middle of the range of notes. So you really kind of hear the flat 5 and the 3rd and the root too. So it is still kind of based around E being the tonality, but it's not E minor for that little moment. It's kind of turning it into a diminished chord. So that was very carefully chosen in this case. But you notice I only do it twice at that point. So I'm coming from my C, A, now the B flat, which is like the flat 5 being emphasized, and then the minor third. Now A kind of brings me back into E harmonic minor again. That's your 4, your 2, your raised 7, your 6. And then I'm hitting this F sharp again as part of a B major chord, which is to kind of bring the whole thing over into the 5 chord in order to resolve strongly back to the root note. All right, so all together, one more time. All right, you give it a try.